Meera had never imagined that a single moment could alter the course of her life. She was a young, ambitious woman from Mumbai, working as a software engineer in New York. Having been raised in a conservative Indian household, she had always adhered to traditions. But her independent spirit led her to explore life beyond her family's expectations. It was on a crisp autumn afternoon that she met Elijah. The two had taken shelter from the rain under the same cafe awning in Brooklyn. Elijah, a talented jazz musician from Atlanta, had an infectious smile and an easygoing charm that made Meera feel at ease despite her usual reservations. Their conversation started with small talk about the unpredictable weather, but soon meandered into their shared love for music, poetry, and travel. From that moment on, Meera and Elijah kept crossing paths at the bookstore she frequented, the jazz bar where he played, and even in the subway. What started as coincidence soon turned into planned meetings. Meera was enchanted by Elijah's passion for music, and he was captivated by her intelligence and warmth. One evening, as they strolled through Central Park, Elijah played a melody on his saxophone, dedicating it to Meera. She laughed, touched by the gesture. She hadn't expected to find such joy in the company of someone so different from anyone she had ever known. However, as their relationship deepened, so did Meera's internal conflict. She knew her parents had always envisioned her marrying an Indian man, someone who shared their traditions, language, and customs. Yet with Elijah, she felt truly seen and cherished. Meera decided to tell her family about Elijah over a video call. Her mother gasped in shock, while her father remained silent, his expression unreadable. "Meera, this is not right," her mother finally said. "He is not from our culture, our background. How will this work?" The conversation quickly escalated into an argument, with Meera defending her love, while her parents insisted she reconsider. Her younger brother, Rohan, was the only one who seemed neutral, though he advised her to think carefully about the challenges she might face. Elijah, on the other hand, had a very different experience. His family was open and welcoming. His mother, a strong-willed woman with a kind heart, embraced Meera instantly, calling her sweetheart from their first meeting. His father, a retired history professor, was intrigued by Indian culture and engaged Meera in long discussions about philosophy and traditions. The cultural differences weren't just a concern for their families. Society had its own biases. When they walked hand in hand down the street, they sometimes received curious glances, some warm, others filled with judgment. Meera struggled with the stares and whispers, but Elijah remained steadfast, reminding her that love transcended barriers. A turning point came during Diwali. When Meera invited Elijah to an Indian community gathering, he made an effort to wear a kurta, and to everyone's surprise, he even learned a few Hindi phrases to greet the elders. Some people remained skeptical, but others warmed up to his genuine effort to embrace Meera's culture. Elijah in turn introduced Meera to his roots. He took her to a gospel service in Atlanta, where she was moved to tears by the soulful music. She met his childhood friends, danced at a family barbecue, and felt a deep sense of belonging in a community, so different yet so similar to her own. Despite the struggles, Meera and Elijah's love only grew stronger. Eventually, Meera's parents, seeing her unwavering happiness, softened their stance. They still had concerns, but they could not deny the genuine love between the two. At their wedding, held on a sunlit beach, both cultures were beautifully intertwined. Indian saris and African prints, Bollywood songs and jazz melodies. It was a celebration of love, proving that true connections go beyond societal expectations. Meera and Elijah's story was not just about romance. It was about breaking barriers, embracing differences, and finding home in each other. Their love was boundless, unshackled by the constraints of the world, proving that when hearts connect, nothing else matters.